Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. This is it, 9-ball against a ghost. No cutaways or fancy edits that you might see somewhere else. No pattern racks, no templates, no magic rack on this, and no multi-camera cutaways. We are going to play legit 3 racks against a ghost here. Spoiler, the ghost does not win. Some novice players will say, "Why do you guys take ball in hand after the break?" Well, in the real world, you don't always have a shot on the 1 ball, and you would be playing a safety or endless kicks when you're doing a demonstration or you're in the middle of a practice session. So that's why we take ball in hand when we're playing against a ghost. So we just stunned out to get on the 2 ball, and these next couple shots are pretty simple because we got a really fortunate break here. Even though there was no pattern rack, we got the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 at one end of the table. But this is key. You see that we're rolling forward to get on the 4, on the right-hand side of the shot line for the 4. This is so we can shoot a little draw shot here to get on the 5. If we got on the wrong side of the 4, we would be moving away from the 5. So even though we got that very favorable break, a lot of players, their run ends with the 3 to the 4 because they got on the wrong side of the 4 and now their cue ball is at the wrong end of the table. So now we play with a little bit of high right. We come down and get perfectly straight on the 6 so we can roll forward for the 7. I really don't care where the 7 goes. I'm going to get on the 8, but it's good enough that I can just roll a little bit sub-pocket speed. And now it's just a series of short little follow shots, and we're going to be out. So we got a very, very favorable break on that one, and we're going to run that rack 99 out of 100 times. But a lot of people, as I said, look at that 3 to the 4, because that's where a lot of players are going to break down, get on the wrong side, and never get on the 5 ball where they can make it. While I rack these, I just want to touch on a couple of things. Those of you who don't play 9-ball on a regular basis, I'm going to say it for the 1,000th time. Even if you're an 8-ball player, you should be playing these rotation games because they're going to make you a much better 8-ball player. Shooting balls in rotation is only more difficult in the intermediate level. Once you get to the advanced level, shooting balls in rotation like this, a 9-ball rack becomes a lot easier than an 8-ball rack, simply because there's much fewer decisions to be made. Even though an 8-ball rack will bail you out because there's so many choices you have, and most novice players are out of position most of the time in their 8-ball rack, it just doesn't hurt them because they've got so many choices. The reason they don't run out is because they can't run those last 3 balls. Shooting balls in rotation are for the novice. Shooting balls in numerical order adds resistance to your workout. So here we are. We're going to shoot a little bit of draw on this 2 ball. That is key. If you guys didn't see it, you need to watch that shot again. If I shoot a stop shot on the 2 ball, I'm headed the wrong direction for the 3 ball, and I never get on the 4. Little subtle things like that are the difference between you running racks and not running racks. Here's a shot that only experience is going to get you. You may notice I called the 9 in the corner to the right. We have a nice carom for an early 9. So even though I made the 9, I'm going to spot it and finish out this rack. But look for those shots. They're there all the time. If your object ball is near the 9 ball, you may have a carom opportunity. I have a number of videos teaching you how to shoot carom shots. So learn those shots, then you will identify them and be able to get some early 9s and get out in cases where you're not normally going to. Now, I got really bad position on this 6 ball, so I'm going to bank it here. But keep in mind, I'm playing position on the 7. Don't just bank the ball and pray that you get it in. You need to get position as well. So I got great position on this 7. I'm just going to draw it back down table, get relatively close to the 9. Don't do more than necessary. Take what the table is giving you. This is not a difficult shot on the 9 ball. I'm not going to scratch. I can really let my stroke out if I wanted to, but it's basically a layup at that point. But what is key is I didn't try to do anything fancy on the 7 ball where I could have come down, bounced off a rail or two, a lot of things that I could have done. You don't want to do those things if you don't need to. As pretty as they might be, just take what the table is giving you, make the longer shot, and win the game. So here we are again. Let's see if I can make the wing ball this time. The wing ball is our 4-ball. And again, without the magic rack, hitting this wing ball is not a layup, but you can see it went straight in the pocket. The 1, as predicted, comes down to the end that I'm breaking from. This is by design, guys. I don't always squat the cue ball in the center of the table, but I try to get it down the same end that I'm breaking from otherwise, because that's where the 1 ball is going to go if it does not go in the side pocket. So anyway, without a decent shot on the 1, I actually probably could have made it from there, but without a decent shot on the 1, we take ball in hand. I'm just going to tap these in because we are going to have to go down table to get on the 5, but we have nothing difficult at this end other than the 3 was being blocked by the 8. Not a problem at all. Here's another one of those don't do more than you need to do shots. I'm looking to see if the 5 passes the 9. It clearly passes the 9, but the 5 goes in 6 different pockets. So I'm not going to force myself to push it past the 9, and that was just flat out lousy position. The only good thing about that position is that it puts me on this 6 ball almost automatically. I'll swing around past the 9, and I'll have a shot on the 6. If I did not nudge the 9, I still would be on the 6, and I'd be on the 6 in flying colors. So know those shots, those multi-rail shots. We talk about them in a lot of videos. They will get you out of trouble, and just being able to see it is going to put you ahead of most amateur players. Here's a shot that I'm going to do a little bit of special work with. I'm going to draw this back to the rail on the left-hand side because my line would have led me too close to the 8 ball to get good position. So by drawing it back, I was able to get really nice position on the 8, and then I could go up and down the table to get on this 9 ball. And even though I'm on the rail here, this is a layup just about any day of the week. Practice those rail shots. You do not want your runs to break down because you ended up on the rail.
Hey there, ready to elevate your pool game? Whether you're moving from intermediate to advanced or you're aiming to become a local legend, we've got you covered. Join us for exclusive in-person lessons, master classes, and personalized Zoom sessions. This is your chance to experience the magic with tailored coaching from Bryan, no matter where you are, even if you don't have a pool table at home. So why wait? Sharpen your fundamentals, master strategic play, and boost your mental game. Visit FXBilliards.com now to learn more and take the next step in your pool journey. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe to FX Billiards for more tips and tricks.